Today I'm making peanut soup, one of my favorite dishes from the Surinamese kitchen. I love making it. There are many different ways to make peanut soup, but I'll show you mine, which is focused on power and flavor. So, let's get started.
You will need chicken on the bone, about 3 legs, a small jar of good dark roast peanut butter, cured navel beef, 2 onions, 2 organic bouillon cubes, 2 tomatoes, 2 cloves of garlic allspice, 2 Madame Jeanette chilies, a handful of celery, a mixture of 2 ripe and 3 green plantain, salt, pepper and a teaspoon of sugar. Cook the salt cured beef for about 20 to 30 minutes to tenderize and get less salty. Chop up some onions. Not too fine, but not too thick either. Bash the garlic and chop them finely. Divide the celery into stalks and leaves. I like to use the stalks to flavor the soup while cooking. So these go with the onions and the garlic. And the leaves are for after the soup is finished to add freshness. It also functions as a garnish. And chop up some tomatoes. Wash your chicken well. Use some vinegar to cut through the rawness. Cut the chicken into pieces. Cutting through the joints will make it easier. I really need to do a better job at plucking my chicks. Remove the goo from the thighs. Don't you just love butchering? I do. And remove the skin from the thighs. Leave them on the drumstick, but the thigh skin is not so nice. Again, find the weak spot and cut through. Now use the 2 bouillon cubes as a rub. Add some black pepper. And really rub it all onto the meat. Now it's time to fry the meat in some vegetable oil on medium heat. We want to color the meat first and not just boil it. This really enhances the overall flavor of the soup. A good idea is to use a deep non-stick pan so it won't burn. Drain your cured beef if it's cooked and tender. Cut into cute little pieces that you would want to find on your spoon later. Leave the nice looking fat, but remove the excess fat that looks gross. Ew. Add them to your chicken and stir. Now add the chopped onions, garlic and celery stalks. stir well. Put the heat on low. Add the peanut butter and stir well. It will now become a nice sludge, a concentrated version of your soup. This is all power, all flavor. Allow the chicken to be smeared in peanut butter. Now, and only now, can we start to dilute our mixture. Add the tomatoes and some boiling water. Put some allspice on top and the 2 whole chilies. Don't worry, as long as they stay whole, they won't give off hotness. They will give an amazing aroma to the soup and to the kitchen. While the soup is boiling softly for at least an hour or until the meat falls off the bone, we can make our fufu balls. Just cut off the ends and gently score the skin lengthwise. This will make it easy to peel off the skin. Chop them into 3-inch pieces and cook them for about 20 minutes or until you think they're done. Now you can do it the old-fashioned way, where 2 people operate a giant pestle and mortar and sing songs. But I don't have that luxury, so I will use a food processor. Keep going until it starts to shine. Now you can start making little fufu balls. Use wet hands or it will stick and become not balls at all. Ta-da! A perfect little ball. Look how pretty these balls are, and they're yummy. Look how the meat has fallen off the bone. That is just super. That's why I use dark meat, because dark meat is so tender when it falls off the bone. Look at that. I'm gonna put in some fufu balls or tom-tom and some freshly chopped celery leaves. Moment of truth.
Een beetje tom-tom proeven.
Tasting this made me forget the video was in English.
Heerlijk.
That means delicious.